York, and Kelsey Plum blows the lid off the joint, letting us all in on a small secret. Team Clark, they had no idea what was awaiting them walking into that locker room come WNBA All-Star.
WNBA All-Star Weekend turns tense as Kelsey Plum sparks locker room drama with Caitlin Clark dig. The 2025 WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis was meant to be a celebration of women's basketball, headlined by hometown star Caitlin Clark, even though a groin injury kept her sidelined. Instead, the weekend spotlight shifted from the court to a post-game press conference, where Kelsey Plum ignited controversy with a jab that fractured what was supposed to be a moment of player unity. The tension began after players wore "Pay us what you owe us" shirts to spotlight ongoing collective bargaining negotiations, an effort meant to signal solidarity across teams. But during the
moment, we didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just united front was determined this morning, that we had a meeting for, and, not to tattletale, but zero members of team.
Post-game press conference, Plum went off script, remarking, not to tattletale, but zero members of Team Clark were very present for that meeting. The room fell silent. Sitting beside Plum was Sabrina Ionescu, one of Clark's most visible supporters, who immediately rolled her eyes and delivered a cutting, sarcastic response that really needed to be mentioned. The exchange quickly overshadowed the game itself, with fans and analysts criticizing Plum for creating unnecessary friction. The incident comes amid mounting evidence of the so-called Caitlin Clark effect, which has reshaped the WNBA's financial and cultural landscape.
Plum was at the All-Star Game in Indianapolis. She made quite a scene, bruh. This time, at the conclusion of the game, I was one of the first people to break the story about her actually making comments about Caitlin Clark's team not being at this meeting for the CBA negotiations. Now, we know the WNBA All-Stars came out with these t-shirts, "Pay us what you..."
When Clark was officially ruled out of the All-Star Game, ticket resale prices plummeted by nearly 50%, dropping from $121 to just $64. Nationally televised WNBA games without Clark C ratings dipped by over 50%, while games featuring her routinely break viewership records, peaking at 2.8 million viewers. Despite the numbers, Clark continues to face criticism and subtle digs from peers, a dynamic that underscores deeper tensions within the league. While some veterans, like Ionescu, recognize Clark's value in lifting the sport as a whole, others have been accused of jealousy and pettiness. Clark herself has remained poised, delivering a subtle clapback to Plum on Instagram by commenting, "Thank you for the Nike ad," after Plum, an Under Armour athlete, posted photos in front of a Nike logo. The incident has sparked debate over how the WNBA should handle its rising stars. As the league pushes for higher salaries and greater visibility, players like Clark are essential to driving growth. Moments like Plum's comment risk alienating the very athlete fueling that growth. With Ionescu publicly standing up for Clark, it's clear some veterans understand that the league's success depends on unity, not infighting. For the WNBA, the takeaway is clear: the Caitlin Clark era is here, and the league's future may hinge on whether its stars choose to embrace it, or risk being left behind.